Miami. Welcome to Miami.
Yo, what it do? What it do? What it do? What it do? It is episode 55. Hey man, how y'all doing this week? How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling?
We ain't.
Yeah,
We're
both my
good.
teams won. I'm good.
Since both of your teams won, I don't think you've been able to say that in a long time. Who are you?
This is your boy Clutch, aka Domino, aka
Pause.
that's it. That's it.
Man, you supposed
Clutch. Well, you can make the argument he's the most clutch player ever.
That's it.
Above me, who I got?
The People's Champ, the Hornets Nest legend,
I'm the
all
People's
time,
champ.
money getter,
I'm the
all
People's
time, wins leader. Shout out to
I'm
number
the People's
55
champ.
for episode 55, Junior Seau, San Diego
I'm the
Chargers.
People's champ.
Okay. And who's that over there on them ones and twos?
it's your boy DJ Ellen
And
Boy, also
the top
known
dog,
as
Gino.
what
I like Gino.
I like it too,
I
Cole
love Gino.
Prime.
I
It's why
respect
you know
Gino.
I hope Bama play Colorado
Gino.
in the poop back bowl. It's your boy Gino checking it.
The
Hey
poop
man,
back bowl.
it's your boy DSPN, the narrator and the host of the show. But Gino, you brought up a very funny topic, something that I seen on Facebook over the week. They said the only touchdown Alabama did this week was when the plane landed back home. How do y'all feel about Alabama going down this week, Gino?
You know that's a lot. Check out well, I was to check out Sunday Night Live. That we were gonna talk about it, but this will be after that, and that is after this. But you can go back; it'll be recorded. It'll be recorded. So y'all check out last week's Sunday Night Live Facebook from the Searching Lineup Facebook group. I came on the show. Season started. I was off about Colorado, but I was on about Bama because they better not lose to Auburn. I said they'll be 9-3. I didn't expect those three to be those three. I thought it might be Tennessee, Georgia, and LSU. Um, so with that being said, that 9-3 ain't the same. That means I was supposed to be off because two of them games you can't really explain. Um, it was Clemson. It was you can see Clemson all over that. Uh, their coach had done that before to Alabama. I think Nick Saban might would have got that got beat last night with that team. Or the other night, whenever it was Saturday night. I don't know what the day. Happy Thanksgiving, man. Go ahead. I'm done.
When Bama lose, they fans get to rumbling and mumbling. They can't even get a thought together. But I feel you. I feel your pain.
It barely happens. That's why.
Hey, it might happen more often than none. Now, hey, Champ, how you feel about? Do you think Bama will make the playoffs? Y'all didn't
No,
fall too far.
that's just the ranking. That ain't got nothing to do with
Yeah, that's the AP.
Tuesday poll.
Yeah,
They can't make it because you got two more of them that's the same record. You got LSU that lost three in the conference. You got Ole Miss that lost three in the conference. Bama lost three in the conference. They're not gonna make it. You got the big game, Tennessee, Texas, and Texas A&M next week. You got Georgia going to be in the college, the SEC championship game, probably versus Texas. So you're going to have probably those three. I was hoping at one point we were going to get 5. Then it went down to 4. Then when Bama lost, probably down to 3. So, nah, they don't get that.
Sounds real tragic in y'all voice, man. Y'all normally a little bit more pepped up, piped up. But since
This is a sick Negro.
since we
Yeah,
on the subject,
They'll
we
be
had
at home on the couch in Florida State watching.
Nigga, please. Excuse me.
we,
I'm trying to
we
be peaceful and thankful on Thanksgiving.
Well, it's
Man,
the truth.
Florida gonna beat the brakes off y'all in 2 days. Florida.
since we talking about teams that shouldn't be there and teams that shouldn't lose and should lose, Indiana and Ohio State. Stat man, what do we have on that game?
Not the usual. Tonight we getting unpredictable.
All right, we had college game of the week, Ohio State versus Indiana. The spread was Ohio State minus 11.5. The over and under was at 52.5. I got the wrong sheet pulled up. Hold 1 second.
Well,
there we go. All right. So Champ had Ohio State and under. He hit 1. Joe had Ohio State and over. He hit 2. Sims had unpredictable, had Indiana and under. He hit none. DSPN had Indiana and over. He hit 1. X-Man had Indiana and under. He hit none. And Gino had Ohio State and over. He hit both. Our totals are Champ 15, Joe 14, Unpredictable 12, DSPN 14, X-Man 11, and Gino in the lead at 18.
grown man.
Yes. Okay. But Indiana took a blowout loss. Should they still be considered to go to the playoffs?
They should be over Miami.
Probably because with those 3 SEC teams losing again, they got a gripe now. They still got a gripe. But they still got to go if they make it to their championship game. They probably get beat again. So in that sense, no.
I would disagree. I said it. First of all, if they're in the Big Ten and they playing Big Ten competition, why not? We just seen Bama get blown out by 21. They can still get in by losing to a 5-5 team. Why is it bad that even though Ohio State had a last-second touchdown, you took away that last-second touchdown? Well, if I was the coach of Indiana, I'd have slapped them in the mid. I'd have did a Deion Sanders on him, Eddie Robinson. You lose by 21 to a 5-5 team without a good starting quarterback. Why they get to get in? And they got beat to sleep.
Who said Bama getting in?
Well, we're saying if you talking about all these SEC teams, what is Indiana?
Yeah, we were talking about SEC team, but you want to talk about Alabama. We were talking about SEC
Indiana. If we're saying if these 3 lost teams, and we're going to predicate it off for one game when they lost by 20, that means you got to automatically eliminate Alabama by losing by 21. You can't play favorites here, so they should be in. 21.
They should. And we hope we at your house.
I hope so too.
Your house, watching the game while Indiana playing. If I can find something else to do, I don't know what we'll do. Right on the carpet, do something that kids do when they bored. Because we seen this with TCU before. Them jokers, Georgia were eating chicken wings, and we're gonna see it again. Down with the SEC championship and down with the Big Ten championship.
DSPN. That's a bad example. Because, see, we keep on talking about TCU, but we forget they had to play an extra game to qualify to get in. So it's not like they played the first time and they got blew out. We forgot they had to qualify to make it to the championship game.
They got beat.
Nobody was beating Georgia that year.
They got beat. I'm saying TCU got beat in the Big 12 championship and got in. Don't nobody want to go to the SEC. Don't nobody want to go to the SEC championship. and turn around and let Texas beat the brakes off you and you out the playoff.
Well,
Because
here's the thing.
we always have played it who lose last. If you lose in the beginning of the season, it ain't that bad. Bama don't deserve to be in there. But they do deserve to be ranked. I seen some clown footage, but that person that I mean I saw something saying Bama shouldn't be ranked. I've been saying Bama shouldn't be ranked in the chat.
Well, I don't think they should be ranked in the top 20.
Cause right, they ain't beating them but some slaw. They beat a good Georgia team and a trash LSU team.
True, but they also lost to the Vanderbilt team who LSU beat. You lost the two 5-5 teams right now. So you can't go with the quality of the loss because there is no quality.
They lost the team. LSU
We all jumped over Florida State. You say you lost 2 games by 2 points. You can't use that discussion this year.
They think they're undefeated at home though.
Oh,
yeah.
Why they lost. That's why they lost to Vandy. They was in Tennessee.
No, the reason they won in Baton Rouge because that's Brian Denny West. So they really are undefeated at home. True.
Well, yeah. But
anyway,
join the live, y'all. Check the live out.
Well, game of the week this week is a Texas Classic. We got the University of Texas versus Texas A&M. The line is minus 5.5. The over and under is 48.5. Texas is favored on the road going into Texas A&M. Gino, what you got?
Give me Texas A&M and the under. Texas A&M.
All right. X-Man, what you got?
Texas in the under.
Okay. Statman, what you got?
Texas in the over.
Unpredictable, what you got?
Texas in the over. Oklahoma in the over yesterday also.
I will take Texas A&M and the over. I feel Texas A&M is ready for some get back, and Texas don't know which quarterback they'll have starting. So I'll go with the upset.
Right.
But
shout out to Auburn for beating Texas A&M. We don't shout out Auburn enough.
Yeah, speaking of upset, I think Gino is upset because Bama got upset yesterday. Shout out to Jalen Milroe. What a play for the home team, baby. You couldn't have did it better myself.
I mean, we can't win them all, baby. Can't win them all. First year one of our coaching, we lost we lost superstar player. We lost a player to a Ferrari. We lost one of the top Ohio State paid plenty of money for our top defensive player. So I expected 10-3. That was just the wrong 3. But at least we're in year 1. Shout out to year 3 to never mind. Carry on.
Hey, don't worry.
Worse.
Guess what?
It'll get worse before it get better. Anywho, speaking of getting worse before it getting better, we had a all-player meeting in Philly. And Embiid showed up late, and Tyreek Maxey said he ain't having that shit. What do y'all think is going on in Philly?
Personally, I applaud Maxey because we've been going by this load management that hasn't worked for anybody yet. I don't know a team that won off of load management, but that's just me. But I get sick and tired of these millionaires/billionaires talking about they broke their fingernail when people like us work hard every single day to go play out hard on money with our kids to go watch them play only for them to sit their lazy asses down. Talking about they need a break. Man, you work 82 days out the year. How much more of a break do you need? I'm getting tired of these. This is that. And I'm going to say it. The LeBron era, they think everything's surrounded by them. KD get mad. You talk about his game. Embiid, he played 50 games a year. Personally, I think they should get paid their contract per game. And if they don't play, they don't get paid. Because I'm getting tired of this entitlement. They just messing up the game. Nobody's watching the game. You got people all over the world. You still got low ratings. They are destroying the NBA, and they're corrupting the next group of people up. Bring your ass to work like everybody else in this world.
I don't think I could have said that any better. Anyone got anything else to add?
I disagree. When you the boss hog, when you the ace, when you the MVP, when you the HNIC, I mean, yeah, I'll be a little late. You just make sure you get there, partner. You just make sure you get there. Tyrese Maxey need to know his role and shut his mouth. Know
The
his
second
plays.
best.
Know his plays. That's an big team, man. Whether he play or not.
Oh, so that's why they couldn't make it past the second round, because it's his team.
But Tyrese Maxey sure can help him get to the second round.
See, here's the thing. When you hold people accountable, they watch you too. I had a principal talking about I was late one day, but you know what I told him? I might not be. I'm not saying I was on time, and I'm not saying I was late. But what I am saying is I was here before you. So before you try to watch me, you have to set the standard. So, and I knew you was there after me because I emailed you on purpose to make sure I knew that you was there after me. So when you're the one that's, because here's the thing, the only person that could be late is the man that signed the check for everybody. If you're not him, everybody's job in jeopardy, from the general manager to the coach to the players. And looking at Embiid knees, he ain't got too much left in him. No diddy.
We know better than that. LeBron don't sign nobody check, but try to check LeBron and see what happens.
See, that's the problem. They haven't.
All right.
What Kyrie did, he told him deuces.
Yeah, look good fun.
Yeah, so I don't think we could have said that any better, because your team is only as good as the best player on it. So if the best player and the franchise player is showing up late, acting like he don't care, why should the other team care? I'm here to get mine just like you get yours.
There you go. Hey, that's like my grandpa telling me don't do drugs, but yeah, he taking Viagra to keep his penis erect. Look, that's a double standard. It's a drug.
Man, they could have stayed there 30. They could have stayed there 30 days in that meeting like Casanat. They could have went live and stayed there 30 days. They ain't gonna get no better. Ain't nothing in that meeting finna get them no better. They suck, and the GM suck, and the owner. They should have had a meeting with them. But deal with it is.
Yeah, a lot of meetings should be going on right now, because there's a lot of GMs that need to be reconsidered of all jobs and relinquished of all power. But that's another story for another day. And even some hosts need to be relinquished of some power, Molly. But NBA All-Star Weekend, we got a new format, fellas, that they said that hope is going to make the NBA a little bit more entertaining. It is going to be a 4-team tournament style All-Star game. Basically kind of like your YMCA open run at the gym like you used to do back in the day. The semi-finals game will be to 40, and the finals game will be to 25. What do y'all think about this new format?
I think it's a good idea because I haven't watched the All-Star game in probably about 4 years, so I'm gonna be tuned in to this new format, and if it don't pique my interest, I tune out of it for the next 4 years till they get something else better.
Gino, what do you think about this new format?
I think it's great. I think they need to try it because the game is kind of like a pickup basketball game. So really, really do it like a pickup basketball game. I don't know what was so great about the All-Star games in the past. I mean, they were
It was
just
competitive. It was competitive in the past, and people actually wanted to win it.
You don't think it get competitive now?
No, that's why
At
they
the
changed
end of
it.
the game, you don't think they? I mean, the game, what are you talking about? Defense? What are you talking about?
I'm just saying, back in the day, it was a competitive full 48 minutes.
No.
Today, it's a full competitive last 3 minutes of the game.
48 seconds.
Only if it's close. If it's a blowout, they definitely not finna play.
So y'all rather see a competitive All-Star game or something fun and some
I
dunks
want
and alley oops
I
and
want to
shoot from
see
half court?
I want to see why do they call this person the best player in the game. I want to see why did they say this is the next player up. I want to see why you're the ace on your team. I don't want you to go out there and be friendly. Y'all be friendly enough through the season.
Well,
Well,
Somebody
I'm
gotta
like Champ.
start competing.
I'm like Champ. I can't remember the last time I watched the NBA All Star. So
what do y'all
I
be
mean,
watching in February?
I
The
mean,
Brady Bunch.
I mean,
Movies,
watch a
it's not
movie,
exciting. It's
TV
not exciting
series.
anymore. So
go
yeah,
on
I can't
dates.
remember the last one I watched.
There you go.
It's
It's
bad
not.
when women be like the All Star game on. You don't want to watch that? Nah,
Well, you know
not at
what?
all.
Yeah, the All-Star game. Them baddies in town.
I'm glad you said the best for last. See, this goes back to the
Guess what?
generation who wants to be friendly. For example, we're all five of us are friendly. We hang out together. We go to wing shops and we come over by the house and we barbecue. But I didn't know as friendly as we was, I was beating the hell out of people's champion fantasy football until some kind of way his goddamn team must have put a Thanos in them and just dominated me. But guess what? People's champion gonna say, you know what, Sims? I'm gonna take something out so we can just let you win. We could just beat you by one. And that's the spirit of competition. When we played back in the days, if somebody had an advantage, we call it top. We wanted to win. We wanted to be competitive. Everything we did was with pride. These so-called millionaires, oh, my fingernail hurt. Oh, my toenail hurt. The All-Star game, this format is awful. I said it. I want something that's gonna be competitive. Give me the best. I don't want to see no G League players or whatever. I want to see the best against the best, and that's what we're supposed to see. Now all of a sudden we gotta shuck and jive for people to do their job. The All-Star is part of your job because the first thing I hear when they talk about who's the greatest, they say let's see who made the most All-Stars. So it's got to be worth something if we're comparing the greatest of all time. Do your job and get paid. I didn't see harder competition in the junior high game.
Now look, the fourth team will be. We got 3 teams of 8 All-Stars, and
Yep.
the fourth team in the competition will be the winner of the what do you call it,
Rising
Rising
All Star
Stars
game.
game.
Yep.
Right. They will be competitive. They
Yep.
are young players, new players looking to make a name, looking to outdo Greek Freak, outdo LeBron, outdo Steph. Those and we will root for them. Most
And
most
when
of us.
and Wimby will most likely be on one of those teams.
Right.
But why not just make have the Rising All Stars play the All Stars? Why go through all this
USC versus the
rigmarole?
world.
It's not competitive.
The 14.
Come
They
on.
I
trying
mean,
to
the
do something
Rising
new.
All Stars, they still gotta have their day.
Right.
Well, tell them go out there and play for real. They can have a day.
I'm saying they what they doing. They will play an all-star team, one of them, and if they win, they're gonna play the other one. So split it up like that. I think this might work. It'll never be what it was. So we
I
can forget that. But it could be watchable.
I feel it's better because number one, we ain't got you get what 15 All Stars, 12 All Stars, whatever you got.
Yeah.
3-4 of them that don't get no PT, but they
Right.
just get to say that they are All Star. Now we get to see Halliburton on the floor.
Right.
Now we get to see LaMelo Ball on the court a little bit longer. I'm for it. I'm for it. But I can tell you what I'm not completely for is Caitlin Clark versus Steph Curry. I'm not completely for that. I feel the winner of the women's 3-point competition go up against the winner of the NBA 3-point competition. Not just give it to Caitlin Clark. She don't even shoot better than Sabrina Ionescu.
Well,
Let me ask you this.
Sabrina had it
Go ahead.
last year. So go ahead.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, and maybe my terminology is off, but this is All-Star Weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that means I'm expecting to see the best of the best of the best. I don't want to see no rising stars. I want to see the All-Stars. It's a difference. So if I want to see a rising star, why don't you just call it the Rising All-Star Game? At the end of the day, they got to go out there and play. And I think the best thing we all complaining. If it was up to me and I had a bigger platform, I'll tell people stop going to the games and stop watching it until they give us something to look at. See, that's the difference when you look at Jordan. How? Because guess what?
Well, they got to offer $3 million for the winner. I mean, they got all the money.
Well, let me ask you this. I seen the same person we just talked about in B who can't play for his team went out there to the Olympics and played. What happened? That nobody paid him extra. So then now you got to pay. You didn't play 8 games in the Olympics for free.
He ain't lying.
But you can't go out there and play an All-Star game for like 10 minutes.
He ain't lying.
But you got the claw, Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard tried to go play, and if they would have let him play, that's because he don't play in the regular season.
Okay.
A lot of games in the regular season last year.
But that's the same thing.
Did you draft him on your team?
Hell no, you crazy?
All right, then. Did his team snatch him back from overseas? Say, hey, man, bring that ass back over here, man.
He played about 60 games last year, didn't it? 55, 60 games?
Yeah, he did.
Career high for the last 3 years.
See, these All-Stars, they all got children. And they get in our classroom and they saw us BSing on the job while their child supposed to be learning, they would have an issue. So why can't I judge them on their job the way they would judge me on my job? Your job is to play basketball and be the best at it. Go out there and do it. I don't want you to sing the national anthem. I don't want you to juggle. I don't want you to tell jokes. I want you to do your job and go play basketball.
I'm done with the NBA All-Star games. All NBA All-Star games.
He did ask about Caitlin Clark, though.
Mute them all. Mute everybody. Should Caitlin Clark challenge Steph Curry in the 3-point competition during All-Star Weekend? Yes or no? Yes or no?
That's what some of these dudes will watch.
No. I like the format that they got. They got her and Klay Thompson going up against Steph and Sabrina. I like that.
So they did lock that in.
I like that.
They locked that in.
I don't like that either.
I don't know if they locked it in. It's on the format page. So.
On something you made up.
Y'all do know Klay beat Steph head-to-head in a 3-point contest in the All-Star game.
What format page, champ?
It's on the link you sent.
I didn't put that.
It is a
the link.
It is a chance. It is a chance for that to happen. But I do believe.
Oh, you ready to hold, baby. You good.
Steph
You
and
good. You
Sabrina.
good, champ.
I do believe.
Blow the whistle.
Go ahead, unpredictable. What you got?
I actually like the format. You know why? At least I'm gonna get some professional basketball players actually trying to win and compete. That's the only time I'm gonna get it. So I'm all for it. We gotta chuck and jive people just to get people to go out there and perform. I have never seen like this in my life. Man, listen.
New generation.
New generation.
Hey, man, you trying to go back to that? We talking about Caitlin Clark and Steph, man.
I like it because at least I know we're gonna get somebody that's a professional that's gonna actually try to win something.
Right.
At least we get that.
I mean,
there's nothing to gain by shooting against this girl. You know, everything to lose. And then if he do lose, people gonna say he lost on purpose.
He doing it for the game, though. He doing it for to save the All-Star Weekend.
Haven't light skin done enough already? A lot of folks ain't playing. Huh? Haven't light skin done enough already?
No, we gotta do more.
He ain't doing.
We gotta do more.
If it ain't Patrick Mahomes doing it, don't no light skin need to do it.
Man, please. We did just see Steph Curry get triple teamed in an All-Star game and wave off LeBron and KD and still shoot it and make it. Anywho,
he showed at the end of the Olympics, the beginning of the Olympics, he wasn't doing nothing.
Hey, a lot of people weren't doing nothing at the beginning of the Olympics, but he came through in clutch time.
The world's greatest shooter, the greatest shooter ever.
He came through in clutch time.
What's his most close clutch moment in the NBA?
The Olympics.
That's not in the NBA. just in the Olympics. I'm in the finals or postseason. What's his clutchest moment? But he's so great.
He got
Can't
4
even think of
rings.
one.
He got 4
But
rings.
this goes
But
back to
Kyrie
this.
got one on him though.
I wish
Butter.
I wish I could ask an NBA player that one of the, whether it be LeBron or any of them, you went out there and played for your country for free for almost 3 weeks and played 12 games, but you can't give us 28 minutes of real basketball because you worried about getting hurt, but you wasn't worried about getting hurt. And wherever the Olympics was, something wrong with this. They really got to explain this to me.
What you saying? LeBron and them don't play in the All-Star? They do.
No, play for real. I didn't see them playing around like that in the Olympics. You go out there and you play hard, and you busted your ass trying
That's
to
over
win.
with, man. That's over with. That's
But
over
now,
with.
now we got to bring Caitlin Clark.
The young boys gonna play for real. But you said you don't want to see them. You don't want to see them. The winners of the
I want to see
Rising Stars.
All-Stars.
I want to see some Rising Stars. I go
I don't want to see Rising
to Oak Park and lay up and look at the moon. If I want to see some Rising Stars.
Trigger Man Joe, what you got?
I'm going to see the real.
Who would you consider the best player in the NBA these last couple of years?
Steph Curry.
He ain't won no MVPs.
Steph Curry.
Okay.
The young man out there
He
in
was
Denver.
unanimous MVP.
Who?
Steph was
The
a
Joker.
unanimous
8 years
MVP.
ago? Joker done
It
won
don't
three.
matter.
Joker done won 3 out of the last 4 years, ain't it?
Because when the time comes, they move the MVP. People that should be winning the MVP never does. But if you're in your prime
Man,
and
Steve
you win
Nash
it,
won
you
2
did your
MVPs.
job.
He won over
Steve
Dominic
Nash did
Shaq.
not deserve an
man,
MVP.
we
And the
trying
year
to
that
grow.
Kobe came in. But this is the point I'm trying to make about the All-Star game. About 2 years ago, they was allowing 2 captains to pick the teams.
Uh-huh.
Don't you know that the Joker was the last pick of the draft? The best player in the league. Matter of fact, he didn't even allow them to pick. He just got up and walked to the team. He was the pick before the last pick.
If you looked at him, would you pick him last?
Man,
If y'all was just on the
crazy.
court, if you was just on the court, you looked at him when you pick him last.
This man got the. If your basketball IQ, how could you not pick him? What are you talking about?
For
If
All-Star
you
game,
didn't know who he was,
running
what are you talking about? If you walk in the court and you don't know who he is, of course you probably not. White man can't jump. You ain't gonna pick him. But you know his credentials. You got
they
to
make him
receive them.
MVP.
My
Make
thing
him
is,
MVP to spread the league to Europe.
Listen.
To Europe.
Listen. Do we rank? I'm finna go off a little subject. I'm finna go off topic just a little bit, but just follow me. Do we rank Calvin Johnson as one of the best wide receivers? We ain't saying he the best, but we rank him as one of the best and one of the most feared, correct?
Of course, you got a nickname.
Yes.
Because the moment you throw the ball, anything within a radius, you got 2 people on him, 3 people on him, he's gonna catch it, right?
Most of the time.
Same for DeAndre Hopkins. Throw it up, he don't care if 2 or 3 people on him, right? Randy Moss, Terrell Owens. We go down the list.
He ain't make his more catches.
It don't matter if they are triple team. They quarterback still throw them the ball, right?
Yeah, they trust him.
If in the clutch. Why day in and day out we're still seeing teams triple team and double team Curry the moment he step over half court? If he ain't one of the best players in the game, you're not defending him like that day in and day out. It just you ain't watching him.
You say always triple team. Yeah, man,
it just happened 2 games ago.
D, what you do in basketball? You dribble and you do what?
And score.
Dribble and shoot. He's the
one
best
of the most
shooter.
overrated players
Is he the best shooter to ever live, to ever walk this earth?
Name another player that's getting triple team coming across half court, Joe. Name one player that you see.
He ain't getting triple team. He might got
double
team.
No. Name me one other player you can think of that has gotten triple team coming over half court.
That don't make you the best player.
Bronny James.
You can't. Bron has never got triple team coming over half court.
I said Bronny.
He out of it, man. He on something.
They double team Calvin Johnson on the goal line now with 2 cornerbacks.
Because you fear him, right? You fear.
But Curry ain't fear like that, though.
You fear Curry the moment he step out his car. He ain't even got the basketball yet.
Right.
I seen Curry guarding a white guy, and the white guy waved the pick off and went to the hole and laid that thing up on Curry.
and I done seen stories of Michael Beasley busting LeBron James' ass in practice.
That is true.
I've seen Dwayne Wade stories of Dwayne Wade busting LeBron James' ass
I
in
don't
practice.
know about that.
I've
No.
seen
I've seen
stories of
I-
LeBron
did he?
James telling Michael Beasley, "You ain't guarding me. Mario Chalmers finna guard me at practice today."
I've seen Rex Chapman bust Michael Jordan in the game for
That's what
fouling.
I'm trying to talk about. But
But
one
if you
thing
if you live long enough, you gonna
but
get
one
your tail
thing
bust. Just like when you play this fantasy game that we play, you play long enough, somebody gonna bust your head to the white meat. It ain't no way around it.
exactly. But Joe, one thing we've never seen is a player getting triple teamed as soon as they step over
Oh
half court.
boy, I'm so tired of you and Darren Steph Curry. God,
But I'm
dog, man.
just saying, we've talked about all the
Tell me
things
get
that
another
we've
white.
seen.
Why
We
is Mama
talked
look
about
better
all the
than white?
things
I said it.
that we're gonna see that can happen, that can be done. We've never seen somebody else get triple teamed over half court.
You still ain't said what's his signature shot in the playoffs or finals?
Man, that don't matter. The man got 4
Because he don't
rings,
have one.
unanimous
He
MVP.
barely got a
He is
signature shoe. The
he's the
Nikes didn't even know his name when it went out there to the Nike. That's why he went to shoe. Who he with now? Under Armour or something like that. Nike
yeah.
couldn't even say his name right.
Guess what? Guess what though? Guess what?
I'm listening.
Hey, Steph Curry signed a player before LeBron James signed a player to a shoe deal.
Ooh, that must make him the greatest.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Man, get that out of
Hey,
here,
I
man.
Hey,
found a
you
new
know my
footage.
way. I got something
I'm
for us,
getting
but all I
cooked.
know is Steph Curry one of the greatest player and most dangerous man on the planet.
Man, you crazy. Don't nobody game plan for that Joker, man. He gonna do what he
Man,
do.
please. You getting triple team across half court, cuz.
Got that
LeBron
song
James
regulator.
said you
He the
got.
jackalator.
Hey,
Wanna shit
LeBron
and
James
all
said
that.
you got to guard that man as soon as he get off the
No
bus.
diddy.
He supposed to be a point guard. How many
No
career
diddy.
assists he averaged? 5.5. Draymond Green is the engine that made that thing, all that thing go when out there in Golden State. He was the jack of all trades. Yeah, not Steph Curry.
Now,
Uh,
I do
Ste-
want to say this, host. When you say,
You said
I think
host.
somebody said the last 4,
Oh, you
5
said host.
years,
Oh,
the host.
oh, my bad. You
Yeah,
ain't been on the
that would
show
have
in a
been
minute.
gangster.
I'm misconstruing your word. My bad. My bad.
Now, I hear what you're saying. Much respect to Curry. Hey, no slight on Curry. But the Joker been averaging almost a triple double for the last 5 years, and his team pretty much been the best the last couple of years. So you can't take that away from the Joker.
You sure?
I was never. I always thought Embiid was better, and I was on that Embiid train saying it's Embiid until I saw him in the playoffs, and I had to take a step back, and I watched the centers that he went up against and how he dominated on every single one of them. And when you think about we speak highly on Bam in Miami. We spoke highly about AD. You got the young boy who came out of Arizona. I can't think of his name. He was athletic. And then you had the Twin Towers in Minnesota, and he destroyed each and every single one of them. So to me, to have a 7 foot, 280-pound white boy with a 3-inch vertical do that to you,
incredible.
You got to be special.
Yeah, no question.
And I ain't stopping that. What I'm talking about for the length of time, Curry.
I thought somebody said 4 or 5 years.
For the length of Curry won 3 out of 4 MVPs. You tired, Tom? You all right? You good?
Did Joker answer this question? Did Joker deserve all 3 MVPs?
Yeah.
I thought he deserved that.
Should have got 4 in a row while you tripping. Embiid had an incredible year, but it could have possibly been 4 in a row. They get fatigued of him winning the MVP.
He didn't deserve 3.
Man,
hey, at first I said he didn't because I was on that again, trying to get Embiid. But when I watched this young man in the playoffs, the way he dominated, and you got to think about this. With all respect to Steph Curry, he has other All-Stars and Hall of Famers, but it has nothing to do with Curry's game. He has no other All-Star on his team. Nobody. It's just him and some good players. And he has no help.
Aaron Gordon was an All-Star. Jamal Murray was an All-Star.
Why it took so long Curry to win the MVP in the finals to be so great? Go ahead, I'll wait.
I'm a basketball
fan.
Why did it take so long for him to win an MVP of the finals if he's so great? Kevin Durant came to his team and won 2 in a row. Andre Iguodala won the first one for doing a good job on LeBron. Why can't Steph Curry, the greatest light-skinned, greatest shooter period, Why it took him so long to get the MVP? And Jason
Because-
Tatum laid down.
Cause
Jason
some,
Tatum show up. They don't win the finals
Yeah,
that
man,
year.
act like they just pass out MVP award.
cause sometimes they don't give the MVP to the person that has had the most impact game after game after game. Sometimes they give the MVP strictly to the person on the closeout game. Andre Iguodala got it strictly because of the closeout game.
And did you know
Kevin
Do we know
Durant?
that? Do we know
he
that for a
pounded about it
fact?
and congratulate
Kevin
his
Durant
teammates?
strictly got it
Dog.
because of the closeout game.
Man, he dogged out throughout the whole season.
No, Steph Curry's
Clowning
stats,
LeBron.
So you
Steph Curry's
saying
stats was better every game until the
Man, you
closeout game.
crazy.
KD did not miss a shot. Every time KD touched the ball, it was water, and they gave it to KD. Go back and look at
But
the stats.
I thought Curry was the greatest shooter ever, though.
He is.
Everybody
He gets
have
small in the playoffs.
everybody can have. How is he small in the playoffs? And he
Bruh.
just won without any of those all-stars.
He was
Klay
winning
Thompson was
championships
a
against the
shell
GOAT.
of himself. Klay Thompson was a shell of himself, and Steph got an MVP.
Curry never
and
been.
a
He never played
championship.
Michael Jordan.
On his
I don't remember Curry playing Michael Jordan.
Man, Curry was
His
probably
dad
Jordan
did.
is 6, man.
He said the GOAT, so I don't remember Curry playing him.
He's talking about
Nah.
his daddy. He's talking about Curry daddy.
ESPN, let me tell you about Curry. I love Curry, right? Curry's one of my top 5 favorite players all time.
Not mine.
But this is where Curry gets the knock when you compare him to others. Do you know his team won 2 playoff games in elimination against OKC without him? They were down 3-1 without
Big
Curry,
play.
and they came back on him. So that knocks him down, number one.
When they came back when Curry came back.
They won their last game, but they lost. Because remember,
Game
Clay went
6,
off for
big
like
Clay.
67 points. So I think when you start looking at how
Klay shows up for game 6s only.
I think Draymond showed up for game 5.
Don't
And
y'all
then-
forget to check out Set Your Line Up Sunday Night Live at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, and then here's the thing. I love Curry, top 5 player all time.
Like,
He
subscribe.
bumped Dwayne Wade
Tell a
out when he
friend, tell a
changed with
neighbor.
Gabrielle Union.
Tell an
I was a
enemy.
Wade fan until he got with Gabby. That's a whole other story.
Okay.
But I would say
Fine.
this.
Okay.
I would say this.
Flag on the play.
Final thought.
Final thought.
They tried to kill Shador.
When the last in the NBA Finals Game 7, not only did you get scored on for the game-winning shot, pretty much, you couldn't shake away from Kevin Love to even get an open 3 and missed it. So you got to kind of factor those things, that those moments don't make you look. It always doesn't look good at times.
And that
I'm
first
missing-
championship, Kyrie Irving got hurt and Kevin Love was hurt.
Final thought.
Final thought, would y'all, if I gave you $100, I say put it on Sabrina and Steph winning the 3-point contest, or put it on Clay and CC and Kayla Clark winning. Who side you putting it on?
I'm going with Steph and Sabrina. Triggerman Joe, who you got?
I ain't going with Steph.
All right. Unpredictable, who you got?
We already beat him head to head.
I got the upset. I got to go with Clay and Caitlin.
There you go.
The people- The people Jep, who you got?
Let's go with Steph.
X-Man, who you got?
AK. Well,
Ooh, I got
KC,
you.
I'm sorry.
I got
Caitlin and Clay.
Yeah, we got
Okay.
you. We got you.
KFC.
And Gino, who you got?
I'm gonna have to go with Steph.
Okay. All right. Hey, since we talking about the NFL and quarterback situations, do you think it was okay for Shador to push the referee? Triggerman Joe.
It's never okay to push the referee. You always got to channel your emotions and know that you cannot touch the referees. I mean, wasn't an NBA player the other night? Who was that? The light-skinned dude in with the Rockets. You're gonna get some days for that.
Fred
But,
Van
that's
Vliet.
true. That's
Fred
it.
Van
That's
Vliet.
it. You just can't do it. You got to be able to. I know the game is very, very intense and a lot of emotions, but under no circumstance should you ever touch the referee. I'm gonna
The
leave it at
people's
that.
champ.
Something else I want to say, but I'm gonna leave that.
The People's Champ. Will Shador be in New York at New York Giants facility next year?
No.
Where do you think he will be?
I'm gonna go with Las Vegas.
You think Prime would let him
X-Men.
go play for them?
Huh?
You think Prime would let him go play for someone who obviously shouldn't be a coach in the league? Shout out to AP, he did great coming down the closing of last year as the interim coach. But this job is way above his head, in my opinion.
Only thing that we know is Shador is going to a big market and cutting your first round pick quarterback middle of the season and making space for a quarterback just seems like an odd move if their first round pick isn't going to be a quarterback this year.
He has to be
Absolutely.
cut.
And Drew Lock was the quarterback too, and you don't play Drew Lock and you put in the Italian Stallion.
Because you're
Yeah,
trying to tank and get a first round pick. So you
exactly.
got to be
Trying to
getting
sell
And
somebody.
and what market is bigger than New York? If you win in New York, look at Eli Manning. He got
Exactly.
two titles against QB1 Tom Brady. So he Hall of Fame, whether the numbers say it or not.
Yeah, the
First
numbers
ballot.
definitely don't say it. He's strictly getting in the Hall of Fame because of beating Tom Brady twice.
Absolutely. What you
Well,
look
you
But
at
still
Joe Namath's stats. Joe Namath has horrible stats, but he did that memorable. We're gonna beat the Colts, and then he won it. He in the Hall of Fame.
and he had a fur coat on the sideline.
have to have the
Built by Bama.
draft pick to get the quarterback.
Built by
So
Bama.
Both
it
of them
don't
got like
matter.
2 games won, ain't it?
They
Yeah,
down
but
at the
it's
bottom.
I know
They
both of them at the bottom. But I'm just saying in terms of getting Shador, you still got to have a high pick.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's a
I guess look at
50-50.
the schedules, see what remaining schedules is, and who gonna tank the best.
Yeah,
yeah.
so it's a
But
50-50.
since we're talking about quarterbacks and picks, let's rank those quarterbacks that was chose this year. We got Caleb Williams. We got Drake May. We got Michael Penix. We got Bo Nix and Jaden Daniels.
We're gonna leave JJ McCarthy out and Michael Penix Jr. out. So we'll just run them 4.
Perfectly fine with me. We got Caleb
That's
Williams,
good because
Jaden
he didn't do
Daniels,
nothing.
Drake May, and Bo Nix. What's your 1 through 4? Triggerman Joe.
1 through 4. Number 1, Bo Nix. Yes, I said it. Bo Nix for the Denver Broncos. He has thoroughly impressed me. Started out a little slow. He still don't really have a great um, weapons of mass destruction to operate with, but he gets the job done. So he is my number 1. Jaden Daniel was number 1 about 3-4 weeks ago, but Bo Nix went on by him. So, but he's been trending in the wrong direction of late. Did a little bounce back today. I guess the real injury is more crucial than what we thought. So he's not number 2. Closing fast on number 2 is Caleb Williams. I've been very, very critical of him and his fingernail paint on his fingers, pink fingernail paint. But he's showing a lot of courage and guts in that pocket. He's making some Hall of Fame like throws. John Elway like Pat Mahomes. I see the skill set, so he is coming. Give him a better offensive line. He will be number 1 out of this draft. And 4th and final will be Drake May. He's better than what I expected. He's on a horrible team. He has rushing upside to him. So I think everybody did very well when it came to picking their first round quarterback with Penix and JJ, whatever his name, McCarthy. We don't know what they are.
X-Man, rank them 1 through 4.
Going Bo Nix, Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams, and then Drake May.
The People's Chair, rank them 1 through 4.
I got a tie at 1 and 2 with Jaden Daniels and Bo Nix, and 3 Caleb Williams, and number 4 Drake May.
Unpredictable. What do you rank them 1 through 4?
Well,
Quick question before you, champ. After what you seen today, that's what made you make them co-eds or
You
going into the
mean
day.
this past weekend?
Right? Yeah. This past weekend. Yeah.
Because Jaden had a outstanding 1 through 6, and Bo has been outstanding for the last 4 weeks. So
Okay, gotcha.
if you're checking by game, they're about 50-50 right now.
I got you.
Even though
Unpredictable.
Daniel's on the way down and Bo is trending the way up.
Got you.
Unpredictable. 1 through 4.
Number 1 is not Bo Nix. First of all, it's Jaden Daniels. He's resurrected the whole franchise. Trying to figure this stuff out. Number 2 is, oh man, I'm gonna go with Bo Nix, but that's by default.
Ooh.
Ooh, come on, man.
You hear that, Ice Cube?
Not even close. Number 3 is Caleb Williams. And my number 4 was actually Spencer Rattler. I like the way he played for the Saints, given the situation. I love it.
They just told you who was in the running, and they're going to add his own.
ESPN, what is your
I don't like it.
4?
First of all, y'all say 5. So guess what? I'm still going with the
DSPN, your 1 through 4. Number 1 is Jaden Daniels. Number 2 is Bo Nix. Number 3 is Drake May. Number 4 is Caleb Williams. Gino, what you got? 1 through 4.
I'm gonna say same thing that the normal people said. Bo Nix, Jaden Daniels, Caleb, and then Drake May.
Well, first of all, y'all can't tell me what my 1 through 5, and then 30 seconds before we started, you said 1 through 4. So excuse me for doing my homework the first time.
What are Spencer
He
Rattler's
wasn't on the
stats
one
for
through.
year?
He wasn't on the one. We said the
Wait.
topic was first round
If you can
quarterback.
tell me his stats for the year, I will.
He's on 59.6% in passing, 571 yards, and
That man ain't got no 571. Ain't no way. Somebody pull it up. Stat check,
Gino,
please.
Gino,
Can
what
we
you
get a
say?
stat
Say it
check,
like it's
please?
true, and we'll believe it.
You need a fact check. Fact
Hey,
check.
before you fact check, can we
It
get
is-
20 on that?
Oh,
Oh, he won a bet. What? Not
Uh-oh.
him. Not unpredictable.
He did
You know
have
what,
2 starts. He
Joe,
had 2
if it was
starts.
anybody else, I would have got you, but I'm
Man,
looking at
ain't
the
no
stats
way
on my other
591. You had to
Regular
burn me down.
season stats after 3 games, Spencer Rattler had thrown for a total of 571 yards, 1 touchdown,
I ain't
2
see the touchdowns now.
2
You said 591, but that's
interceptions,
close to
at
what I
a
would've thought.
passer rating of 70.7.
Well, see, when I saw it, y'all had 2 quarterbacks that hadn't played, and I wasn't about to put no Michael Penix or Phoenix or Big Perm or whatever his penmanship. We wasn't putting him on there.
I feel that. Stat man,
But you chose to put
If
you chose to put
Michael-
a third round quarterback in the first round slot though.
If Michael
Because he should have
Penix,
been.
if Michael Penix played with the Dallas Cowboys, what would owner Jerry Jones call him? Michael who?
Penis.
penis.
Johnson Watson.
Stat man, top dog last Thursday. We had Eagles versus Commanders. What was that looking like?
You said who? Yeah, who?
Eagles versus Commanders one.
Nah, man, we had Pittsburgh versus Cleveland in the snow, man.
Oh yeah. The news
I think
prompter
somebody
gave me
wrote
the
down the wrong
wrong. The
information,
news
though. You
prompter
probably-
gave me the wrong.
Yeah,
wrong
that's
news.
right. So I got you. You right.
All right, we had Pittsburgh versus Cleveland. The champ had Chris Boswell. Joe had George Pickens. DSPN had Jameis Winston. Either dub B. X-Man had Mr. Austin. Good luck, Austin.
X
You,
finna
you
cry?
got there. You got there close.
He
You
told me he
close.
wasn't gonna cry. He finna cry. Dang,
Gino had Pickens. As Unpredictable had Njoku. And our winner at 19.00, old man Nick Chubb.
And
Dub.
And I'm gonna say this: I don't care what none of y'all say. Jabo won Fantasy of the Week of the Year. If you don't like Jameis Winston, you need to go and fact check your whole life, because it's just no way you can hate this man. This man said his daughter went outside eating snow, and he said it would be great to play in the snow tonight. And that man went out there and made a historical NFL moment that will be viewed for years to come.
Where'd she get the snow from?
I don't know where she at.
From
But
Jeezy,
she
the
ate snow on
snowman.
FaceTime.
They was at Cleveland.
Yeah.
I'm saying it
It was
started
snowing.
snowing that night.
Later on.
I told you
The
where she got
kids
it
might have
from.
been
He might be a
somewhere else.
liar. He might be a
Man,
liar.
Hey, she got it from Jeezy.
It could have. He might stay an hour or so from the stadium. His
In
house
that
might,
morning,
you
Snowing in a
know.
different
still
city.
eating snow.
And then the snow blew in from where you
Well,
stay at to the
I got some
stadium.
unicorn meat to sell to sell to you, champ. It
I
make
I'm just
mean, hey,
saying, if
what
it
it
snow in
is,
Alabama, it gonna snow in Huntsville first. It gonna be
yeah,
2-3 hours before it get down here.
yeah.
above Cleveland is nothing.
Man, it's the same setup as the state. Man, it's
All right.
they parts
All right.
away from each other.
Whenever he talked to his daughter and she ate the snow, he said it would be great to play in the snow. I don't think he got no reason to lie about his daughter eating some snow.
Because he's a liar.
And
It could.
You
Hey, it
should
could have
have
been.
a
Hey,
mega
it
church.
could have been a
You
snow
would
cone
make more money
machine.
having a mega church.
that's
That's
all I
his
know. He
name.
ate a W.
Anywho, it is Thanksgiving morning, and we have a great slate of games about to come up.
Great.
So our top dog is going to be extremely hard this week. But I think since it's 6 games this week, we're going to do a double down. If you choose the player, in fact, is the top dog out of all 3 games, you get 3 points. If you just choose the person that had the most fantasy points out of us 6, you get 1 point. But in our slate, we got Bears, Lions, Cowboys, Giants, Dolphins, Packers. Gino, who you got?
No, I want to change mine. No, I want to change mine since you said that. I got to go for the gusto. Let me get Tyrese Hill, man.
Okay. The People's Champ, who you got?
Let me get Jared No Ring Golf. He with the
Okay.
Jareds.
Unpredictable, what you got?
I'm going to go with on the Cowboys team. But that was funny because I don't want none of them. I'm going to go with St. Brown. St. Brown with the Lions.
X-Man, who you got?
Who the Cowboys playing again?
The Giants.
Giants.
You want to go? The tickets are $8. The tickets are $8 if you want to go check that out.
Get them for Black Friday.
Give me Jared Goff, man. Give me Jared Goff.
Oh no.
Oh.
He won with
Trigger
him.
Man Joe, who you got?
Give me Caleb Williams.
You kind of took the player right out of my mouth. But they are going up against that Lions defense. That's a little tough. I'm going to take
Montgomery. Where you at? Where you at?
I'm going to take Jordan Love.
I need love.
But hey, it's been a great episode. We hope that y'all are enjoying family, friends, good times, and eating a lot of turkey, eating a lot of ham. This is from our Set Your Lineup podcast to you and your families. I hope that y'all have a great day, great evening. Clutch, do you got a quote for us?
I certainly do. The successful person will profit from their mistakes and try again in a different way.